Find the equation of the tangent to the curve y equals the sine of x. And just quickly, at the point pi 0. So let's quickly what it means. You don't have to do what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do it in red. You don't have to do it. It's just for you to understand. So if I draw this sine graph, that will be pi over 2 pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi. Sine graph will look like this. Okay, where this is pi, this is 2 pi. So what they say is find the equation to the tangent. Now the tangent on that point will be there. So they say find the equation of that blue line, which you can see as a straight line. So what do we know? We know tangents. We know tangents and gradients have something in common. So I want to find the gradient at that point. And I'm going to say the gradient equals the derivative of y at any point. So the derivative of sine x, remember the derivative of sine x equals, derivative of sine x equals cos x. So I'm going to say the derivative of sine x equals cos x, and that is at any point. So that's the gradient on this graph at any point. What's the gradient where x equals pi? Well, the gradient at pi equals, so at pi, that blue line, the gradient is the cos of pi. Now you can use your calculator, or you can remember that the cos of pi equals, if you can't remember, draw a cos graph. Cos graph looks like this. 1, negative 1, this is 90, this is pi over 2, this is pi, so that equals negative 1. That is pi, that's pi over, that's pi over 2, that's pi, that's 3 pi over 2, and that's 2 pi. So the cos of pi equals negative 1. Or you can just chuck it onto your calculator and you can get your gradient. So we know that that line, the gradient of that line, I'm going to write it there so you don't get confused. So this gradient equals negative 1. Negative 1. That's not what they ask though. They don't ask what's the gradient at that point. They say what's the equation of that line. Now because we have an equation, there's two ways of doing this, and I'm going to do both ways. The first way is to say y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so I'm going to say y is y minus my y value. They give us a point on that line, that is 0, equals the gradient that I have calculated, negative 1, times x, which stays x, minus x1, which is pi. And then if I simplify that, y equals negative x plus y. That will be the equation of that line. And remember, y is just the value, so that's 3.142, which means that is where that line is going to intercept my x-axis, or my y-axis. What is the other way of getting it? Well, I know that the equation of a straight line, we're going to write in another color. I'm going to say that I know that y equals mx plus c. That's the equation of a straight line. I now substitute y in there, 0 equals, I know what the gradient is. The gradient is negative 1. I know what x is at any point, it's pi, and I can find what is c. C equals minus 1 times pi is negative pi. Go to the other side, it becomes positive pi. So what's my equation? Y equals m, what is m? Negative 1x plus c, what is c? Plus pi. You can see these two are exactly the same values. So that's two methods, is using an equation or just substituting back to find the value of c.